Welcome back. We've been talking about Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Middle Tennessee. My guest is Melissa Hudson Gant, the organization's CEO and Executive Director. And this is one of my favorite programs, I told you earlier. There's been so many great success stories. And let's talk about, of course, we're talking Middle Tennessee, but what counties, what areas do you service with this program?
We're the 8 counties of Middle Tennessee. So we're Davidson, Wilson, Williamson, Rutherford, Sumner, Robertson, Dixon. Did I say Rutherford?
Yes, you said Rutherford.
Okay. I'm missing a county there.
Oh,
but all the counties right in the middle.
In the middle of Middle Tennessee. Fantastic. We were talking earlier too, there's that shortage of males.
That's right.
Is that in all our counties?
In all of our counties and all across the country.
Wow.
Isn't it interesting how consistent that is?
Yes,
that women are volunteering at a faster rate than men. And I think from our experience, it's because men are apprehensive. They don't know, what am I going to do with this young person? There's a weight to thinking about structuring the activities. So we, in honor of our 50 years in this community, are thinking about how are we going to sustain ourselves for the next 50 years? How are we going to be innovative to meet the way that we live now? Because we don't live the same way today as we did 50 years ago, much less 5 years ago.
Exactly.
We have technology and transportation challenges. And so at our breakfast on November the 14th, we are going to announce a new program. I know, it's pretty exciting.
Can you give us a hint?
I can give you a little bit of a hint. I can tell you that Allstate is our partner in launching this program. Rather than the year-long commitment, there will be a 6-month long commitment, and the activities will be structured by the organization. So the mentors don't have to think about what to do with their mentee. They don't have to do any planning. They just need to show up and spend some time with their little.
So you're making it as easy as possible.
As easy as possible.
If you're a male watching, or you have relatives, friends, family members that you know would be a great role model as a big brother, definitely contact Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Middle Tennessee, and even women. But we know that we need more male.
We need
role models.
more men, absolutely, and in particular men of color, because the young boys in our program need to see themselves in success. They need to see men who are successful in their lives, and that they care about them. And that's all we're doing. You know, I think that's the most powerful part of our program, is that there is an adult who has come to invest in you and be your sounding board and be a consistent part of your life just because they think that you are a person of value.
Absolutely.
And you know, I think that's the thing. You've probably experienced this yourself, Tawanda, but we really get our sense of self by knowing how connected we are to everyone else and that we have something to offer to our community. And you asked me over the break about, do we have littles who have become mentors themselves, and we absolutely do. And I think that's the other thing that young people are learning in our program, is that you must pay it forward.
That is so
important. And we
are
teaching the mentees in our program how to be mentors themselves. We in fact have a mom that I get to see quite a bit at our activities, and her son was a little in our program, and it was such a fantastic relationship and support for him that she wanted to do that for somebody else's kid, and so now she's a big sister in our program and has a little sister.
It's a win-win.
It is
I
a
think
win-win.
Not only are the littles getting something out of it, but if you're a big, just a rewarding feeling that you're gonna have, knowing that you have possibly totally changed the course of a life for one of these young people, and that is so important. Is it possible to go from one little to another?
Absolutely.
Say your little age is out of the program or what have you, can you turn right back around and become another big for someone else?
Absolutely. We have quite a few mentors in our program who have been bigs to many littles. So their relationship has naturally matured, and they've been like, wow, this is such an amazing experience that I want to come back and do this again. And to your point, we hear most often from our mentors that they feel as if they have been had a greater impact for themselves than they've been able to give to the young person. You know how it feels to give.
I do.
It feels fantastic.
Yes.
And that sense of worth and belonging that we want to give to our littles, to our mentees in the program, that's what our bigs and our mentors get too, because they feel really connected to the community because they built this relationship they're creating the next generation of citizens and leaders.
And you may not know in the immediate sense the difference that you're making in a child's life. You know, sometimes children don't necessarily let on that you are making a difference. But you may live to see that this child goes on to do something wonderful and great. I personally know I would not be where I am today without those mentors in my life who saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself. And when you have someone who believes in you and tells you that you can do something that even though you may not think you can, and then you get that constant reinforcement, that can make all the difference.
Absolutely. Don't you have mentors now?
Yes,
I do.
I have mentors now.
Yes, you need them throughout your entire life. I was just at a gathering this morning of government and civic-minded individuals, and we were talking about the needs of our community. And one of the other nonprofit organizations in the room said that their goal was for the participants in their program to leave with 50 relationships, because it takes a lot of relationships for all of us to be happy, healthy, and productive. I mean, you just think about the number of professional relationships you have in your life. You probably couldn't count them.
I can't.
And then add on top of that your personal relationships. And that's the value of Big Brothers Big Sisters. We're adding one more really productive relationship to a young person's life.
Melissa, before you go, how can someone become a part of this program?
Go to mentorakid.org. Visit us and learn more about our programming.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on 50 years. Continue the great work that you're doing. Thank you so much for being my guest today. And that's mentorakid.org. If you know of any male, female that you know would be a great role model and be someone that could be willing to make a difference in a child's life. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm Tawanda Coleman. I'll see you next time on the Plus Side of Nashville. Take care.